Hello and welcome to Demon Reviews episode 124. The title gets longer and longer each time. I'm your host Springy, and joining us today is our very special guest.
Eyes Lorelai.
Woo! So, just gonna say this first. Shameless promotion for other videos. If our lovely guest here looks familiar to any of you people, they were the Sayori in our, I'm gonna say recent, but could have came out 3 months ago. In the Doki Doki Literature Club interview, so definitely go check that out. Maybe there'll be a thing in the card eye thing that's over that-ish way, or maybe it's over there, and fun. But yeah, first, now we're just gonna get right into the questions. And we recorded this beforehand, so there won't be any questions about it. It's like all the other ones. We just recorded it beforehand, even though it comes out 3 months later. Have you ever been interviewed like this before? Is the first question.
I haven't actually. This is a new experience, and I'm very excited and honored to be here. Honestly.
Well, we are happy to introduce you to the world of interviewing. I am happy we figured out a way to say that without it sounding weird. So the next question is going to be how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Again, I started driving today. I got my permit last week, which is very exciting. It was pretty nerve-wracking, but I practiced with my dad in a parking lot. But it's been a pretty good day.
Well, that is awesome to hear. You're already ahead of me. But the next question is a very serious question, very hard-hitting, very personal. Would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike?
Ooh. I'd probably rather go on a hike, mostly because I don't like Cheetos as much anymore, but we also have pretty hiking trails near where we are, so.
Understandable. I completely understand that. We have beautiful hiking trails where I live as well. Like that's our main app is hiking. The next question, as people may know just from assuming and because of who we usually interview and from the other interview you're in, you do cosplays. Do you have any other new ones planned to do that you're able to tell us about without me giving you a small fee of $5?
I actually today I'm going to post Villain Deku. By now it will be out, but we did Christmas early. We did it last week, so I got a lot of new wigs to style. And so more My Hero Academia characters are coming, and I just got LED lights, so that'll also be a new. Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Well, that sounds awesome, and I'm excited to see it. And everyone else will just go to your channel. That's more of a YouTube term, but to your accounts and see it. So the next question, as we'll see in a little bit from some of the videos you sent in, you are on the Tickety Talkities. Why did you start it in the first place? I'm curious.
I started in March, but I was honestly just really bored, and that was like the peak of the TikTok popularity. And so I was like, okay, I'll give this a try. And the first couple of videos were just complete jokes. Like I was just messing around on TikTok basically. And then I discovered that people actually make TikToks of cosplay on TikTok. And so I started doing that, and it just went from there. And I had a couple of videos blew up, and now I'm here. So,
Well,
yeah.
see, just what a pandemic can do for an app will lead you to an interview with a weird 20-year-old male. So the next question, well, technically it's not a question. Next thing is going to be the stereotypical YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you have any questions for our lovely guest here, put them in the comment section below. And if we ever get them back onto the show, technically again, also not again because of how things are working in timeline. If we ever get them back to be themselves, then we'll ask them your questions, and also don't forget to follow them on all of the social medias. In the description, there will be a way to at least find all the social medias, if not all of them. Usually, I don't put links, but there'll be a way to find all of them. Even if it's not all of them, I assume there's some way through them. So, shameless plugging for things. After that, I was going with a sentence and then I forgot the end of it. What was the hardest thing about getting into one of your cosplays?
Ooh. Okay. It'd probably be getting into Bill Cipher, mostly because I know the Gravity Falls fandom has died down a lot because it's been like 8 years since it ended, which is crazy. Um, but it's the writing all the tattoo stuff that takes forever. And so that's probably one of the hardest parts. But
That makes. Oh my god, it has been 4 years. I just looked it up. That's why I'm looking at it. Ended February 15th, 2016. As of this episode,
okay.
it would be 5 years since it left. But
Oh
I'm
no.
looking out.
That's so crazy. It feels like
Weird.
I just watched it too.
I know. It's weird. Um. Uh. To carry on. The next question is coming from a past guest, a Mr. Zoom underscore 2028. Um. Very long, very complicated question. Bacon question mark.
Yes. Heck yeah.
Awesome. So this is kind of a two-part slash three-part question. Same coming from the same person. Peanut butter question mark.
Yes, but just peanut butter, like not on bread, just peanut
Just,
butter.
just a spoon of peanut butter.
Yes.
I can respect that. The next question is going to be bacon and peanut butter question mark.
Ooh. Never tried it, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah, I, I've tried the what you kind of think of, but I didn't dip a whole piece of bacon into a jar of peanut butter. But I got some peanut butter on a spoon, got a piece of bacon, rolled it up, just like scraped it on it, ate it. Wasn't bad. Like I'm
Huh.
not gonna eat it every single day, but I mean, not bad. It's not bad. Um, and I actually did record myself eating it, and I pretty much said that. Um, it's on the Instagrams. Because like we asked that question so many times, like I was like, I have a piece of bacon, I have a jar of peanut butter, and a spoon. Uh, might as well. And since we say that question a lot, another thing we're thinking about is also peanut butter cookies with like some actual like bacon crumble on it, either like baked in
Ooh.
it or just like almost like sprinkles on it, just without frosting, because that just kind of sounds like too much.
Mhm.
But yeah, that weird tangent of food combinations. Just
Yeah.
ignore that. The next question is also going to be actually no, different order than my brain wants to do it in. So, have you ever gone to any conventions before?
I have. The first convention I went to was 2018. It was NakaCon, Kansas City. I went as Dipper, but it was with my natural hair. I was totally inexperienced. I just went on a whim for my birthday with my friend as Mabel, and it was crazy. It was so fun. There were so many talented cosplayers there, and I saw this one person cosplaying as Jesus, so it just proves there's no limit to what you can
Yeah.
cosplay. But it was one of the most great experiences at that convention was this super elaborate cosplayer. Um, it was like, I don't know what it was from, but it was just like big, heavy armor. And they asked to get a picture with me, like my Goodwill dollar store dipper cosplay. And it was just so welcoming. It was one of the best cosplay experiences I've had. But I can't wait for conventions to open back up again once it all gets safe and everyone one
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, completely. Um, yeah, I that A, that's awesome. B, you already answered the next question. Um, C, I've gone to a convention and like there was a full like xenomorph walking around from like the
Yeah.
Alien franchise. That was nuts. That was a crazy thing to see. Um, then there's also okay, that's the end of those ones. So end of the tangents. So now on to kind of the small section of con related questions. Which you already answered one of them already, which is fine. It's fine. Just goes and cries. So no, the next question is going to be just make sure I'm reading the right ones and not out of they are technically out of order, but you can play. So like we were talking about, the cons right now are very non-existent. As of this recording in mid December. Um, hopefully by the time this comes out, there'll be con schedules for this time next year.
Yeah.
At least because want to make sure people are safe. With that in mind, is there any upcoming cons you hope to attend to anytime soon?
I'd like to go back to NakaCon, but there's also a convention near me, VisionCon, and it's kind of like a baby convention, but it's still enough to be called a convention.
Mm-hmm.
I did go last year, and that was really fun. I still was pretty inexperienced at that time, but it was still nice to be back at a convention. But I really just hope to go with my new friends this year, because I've made a lot of new friends this year.
Yeah. Well, that sounds awesome. Um, the next question, which might have been already answered, not 100% sure. It's not the one that kept on saying you answered already. Um, or might have answered already. I might have just
It's okay.
made up a fifth random con question and said you made it up. I don't even know anymore. Um, all blurring together. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no.
How many conventions have you gone to? And if it's easier, how many different cons have you gone to?
I think I've gone to 3 conventions total. The first one was NakaCon in Kansas City. That was a very big convention. It was at like this hotel space. It was crazy. They had rented out the other hotel for people to stay in. It was really overwhelming, but also magical. Um, yeah. But then the second one I went to was a really small one. It was just in this library. And there wasn't like many vendors, it was just local artists. But it was still interesting to see the difference between a huge convention and a small local convention. And then third one was VisionCon last year, which uh, it's more than the library one, but it's obviously less than NakaCon in Kansas City. So
Yeah. So you've
mhm.
experienced a good range of cons, even with
Yeah.
only going to three. So that's good. That's good. Good ranges of cons is always good.
Mhm.
Uh, you have me beat by one. Um, but the next question, which you might have already answered, I don't know if it's a different
It's
answer. Um, favorite con memory.
ooh, okay. So aside from being pulled aside to get a picture with the crazy cosplayer that was super talented, that same convention, me and my friend were waiting in line for a Yuri on Ice panel, and there's a piano right by this huge line, and I just started up the Yuri on Ice intro, which is a History Maker. I don't know if you've heard it, but I started up at the beginning of that, and then someone went on the piano, joined that, and soon we got the entire line to just be awfully singing the Yuri on Ice intro while we're waiting to go to this panel, which that was also really cool. It was just showed how the cosplay community can be so united at this, despite having different views on different subjects, and we can just have fun over one series.
Well, that sounds amazing, I have to say. Um, we're going to do, let's say, 2 more questions, do the videos you sent in, and then guess what? We're going to do even more questions. It's like it's an interview or something. Um, who from TikTok or Instagram or anyone like that would you like to do a collaboration with in real life you haven't done one with yet?
Ooh, okay. So she'll probably be watching this video, but Velvet Queen Cos, she's the Monica in the Doki Doki Literature Club interview. I love her cosplays. She's an incredible person, and I would love to do a collaboration with her. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, that is awesome. And I'll definitely screen record this and send it to them afterwards. Just that
Knew
one
that.
part. But I already said that was awesome. Which I mean every single time I say awesome or amazing, even if I keep on saying it over and over again, just because my thesaurus is out of the room right now. So the last question until we go into the videos will be who is your favorite character to cosplay as?
Ooh, okay, good question. Because I'm getting so many new characters put together, I probably, it's so hard because I like them all for different reasons. But right now, as of now, it's either Dipper or Deku. Just because the comfort I feel in those cosplays is incredible. I can use my normal clothes for them. The makeup is easy. Not saying I don't like cosplaying Bill or Junko and Oshima, but it's just so much easier to get into those cosplays and to just sit down and enter a series that is so, like, not specifically the fandom, because My Hero has some issues with the fandom,
I've heard
but
rumors.
this, yeah. uh but the series in general is, it's incredible. I love both Gravity Falls and My Hero Academia. I have such huge personal connections to them, and they've helped me out of a lot of dark places. So to be able to recreate my favorite characters um, is just so comforting.
Well, that is awesome. Um, but yeah, I've definitely heard some rumors about I've heard rumors about a lot of different fandoms, so it's not I know it's not
Yeah,
just My
but
Hero
specifically
fandom,
My
but
Hero
there's,
has a lot of weird people.
yeah, I've heard some rumors about My Hero. I've heard some rumors about other fandoms. I heard a rumor from one fandom being like, "You're straight. You're not allowed to like this show." I'm like,
Aw.
"Okay, bye." Uh,
No gatekeeping. That's wrong.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, also that's also why we always put the disclaimer in the front of the character interviews, so nobody can be like, "That's not true. That's not how they say it." Be like, "Not. We don't care." Um. Yeah. So awesome. So that was a quick explanation on why we have an introduction to those. And I actually have to I have to pay someone to put them in there. Um. I'm happy they're doing well so far. As of this recording, they're doing well, so I'm happy about that. It's paying off. Not literally though. But I digress. The now, like I said, we're going to go into some of the videos. Let me load everything correctly. Did they not send? Did I send them to the wrong spot? Now, where are they? Where are they, phone? Where did you put them? They're still downloading. Okay, so we'll do another question while we wait.
Yeah.
It's because I closed the app on my phone too quickly. So the next question is going to be um who my god. Who is your biggest cosplay inspiration?
I would probably have to say Roll Call Cos. They were formerly known as Schizofanax. Um, they're on YouTube as well. They do CMVs. They've recently gone on TikTok, and now they have a TikTok account under the same name, Roll Call Cos. But they are a huge inspiration to me. They, I think there's four members. I'm not sure, but they got me into cosplay. They did the con vlogs, and it made me want to go to conventions, which is why I went to NakaCon. And they've done so many different CMVs that are like movie quality. It's amazing, and it made me want to cosplay Nagito Komaeda from Danganronpa 2, and it also got me to cosplay Villain Deku, which that should be coming out today. But yeah, I've loved them for so long. They're an incredible group. I highly recommend to go check them out.
Awesome. Well, I'm happy to hear that. So the videos have now downloaded. That was completely my bad. I closed the app too quickly on my phone. So we're just gonna go right on into it. If the audio ever cuts out for any of the videos, tell me, because that means if you can't hear it, I assume they can't either. And yeah, doobie doo, starting now. Okay, I can't.
Yeah, I can't hear the audio either, but stay
Neither can I.
already.
Neither can I. So that's a whole different concern. That's a whole different pile of worms. Let's hope it's not. Okay, yeah, so
All
it's
of the
doing it for all
cosplay.
of them. What is going on? Okay, we're having so many issues. I'm very sorry. Okay,
No.
okay, then let's just if you want to see any of their videos, go to Instagram or TikTok, and when this episode comes out, I will also post these videos next to it, so the people on Instagram will just be like, "What the hell is this?" And then they watch the video and they go like, "Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
see." Okay, so yeah, I'll post those with when it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun for later.
Oh.
Hopefully I remember. Because that's at least 2 to 3 months in the future. Woo, that's gonna be fun to try to remember. I'll make myself a note. Anywho, let's just continue on. It's fine. Don't you worry about it. Not one bit. Let me fix that. My God, sorry. I'm yawning a lot. I don't know why. I'm not bored. I am just. Oh,
Nah, I
my
get
God. Uh, so the next question is, okay, would you keep a pet zombie or would you kill it?
a pet zombie?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's either pet comma zombie, like a zombie dog, or is it a pet zombie? You can take it either way.
I mean, if it's I don't want to kill a zombie, like even if it is a zombie. But I mean, if it's gonna kill me, then I probably would kill it. That feels so bad saying that, but
Eh,
yeah, either
okay.
that or like send it to some scientist and be like, "Have fun with this."
Like, that way.
Yeah.
Uh, well, that is awesome. Do 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 do. Now we look through and see which ones are left. I already asked that one. Uh, the next question is coming from my past guest, a Harley F. Quinn. What are those?
Oh, I was like, what are those? No.
Yeah, that's literally it. It's the meme.
Beautiful question.
Yeah,
Yes.
awesome. Yeah, that. As you can see, our guests are fun. Uh, and also, I don't think I wrote down their serious questions, and the video with those in it got corrupted and is only 5 minutes long instead of 30 minutes.
Oh.
Um, but that happens when you don't double check things sometimes. But the next question is going to be what is one thing you want people to know about the characters that you cosplay as? Whew.
Okay. Probably the number one would be I do strive for accuracy would be the biggest thing. That's just a pet peeve of mine. That's just how I want my cosplays to be. But another thing is it's my interpretation of the characters. So some things might not be 100% accurate, even it's mostly just with the accuracy, just looking accurate. Um, but I know it might not fit into your idea of the character or your head canons. And so it's just my interpretation of the character, and that it's just my account is meant to be a place where people can just just fan over the different series and the different characters and just to enjoy the content, basically.
Well, that is awesome. And again, that's why we always put the disclaimer in front of the character interviews, so we don't have to deal with those people.
Yeah.
Even though we probably still will. Anyhow, we haven't yet, so woo. Um, so the next question, my God, okay, power through it. Okay, how are you and some of the characters you cosplay as alike, and how are you different?
Okay, so most of the characters I cosplay because I relate to them. The biggest example would probably be Deku, Izuku Midoriya from My Hero. Um, I'd probably say that just really, I really love how Deku just persists even when he had literally no chance in the beginning, and he still tried to become a hero and hopefully will eventually become a great hero. And to it just really helped me um, feel like, oh, well, if he can do that, so can I. If he can like break through an impossible barrier put there by society, maybe I can as well. And so every time I cosplay Deku, I remember that. And it's the same with Dipper. I heavily relate to Dipper. Bill Cipher, not so much since he's literally a demon triangle.
Demon burrito, not burrito, burrito. My
Demon
God.
Dorito. Um, Junko Nishima, also not much. But I do like it's just this morbid sense of acting as something you wouldn't normally. So acting insane, even if you're not insane, is just oddly appealing to me,
Yeah.
which sounds very concerning.
Oh no, don't worry. Like the show is called Demon Interviews, and all of our bonus shows
Yeah.
are Demon something. So don't worry about sounding weird. We've already crossed that barrier. Um, um, and don't forget to check out Demon Media and Demon Reviews when on Mondays and Fridays. My God. Um, so the checking time, checking how many we have left. Next question is going to be what's the best compliment you've ever gotten, either online or in person?
Ooh. Okay, so there's specific comments that really make me smile, and sometimes I forget to reply or like them, which makes me feel kind of bad. But it probably recently on one of my Dipper videos, I got a comment that said basically something along the lines of "This made my day," "In real life Dipper," "This is so canon," "It looks adorable," and it was all in one comment, and that just made me so happy. It was a huge mood booster. But most comments I really do love. I'm really proud of um, the maturity of most of my followers and the platform I've gained. I'm just really grateful for that. But they're all really nice.
Well, that is awesome to hear. Um, so that's going to be all the questions on my little listy do. But guess what? We have even more. It's crazy. It's like you're in an interview show on YouTube. So the next question is going. There's going to be four more. But the first one of those four is going to be: do you have any questions for me as an individual or about the show in general?
um, how did you get the idea to start this channel?
It started on a no, it's not some sort of grand story. It was I saw that one of our past guests does an interview show as well, but they usually try and go for the ones that you see on TV, like the cosplayers you see on like those like cosplay shows and stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna stick up for the little man here and little female and little non-binary folk, and get as many people as I can because I want to be able to bring people. I want them to be seen and hopefully one day will become the TV level people. Um, but yeah, that's just and I saw it. I woke him in the middle of the night. I texted my friend who was our primary co-host, but he decided to leave leave the show, but on equal terms. There was not like some sort of giant fight or something. It was just equal terms. But I woke him up in the middle of the night, midnight for me. It was like 3 a.m. for him, or he was already awake. I don't remember. But I texted him like, "Hey, we should make a YouTube channel about interviewing people." He was like, "Okay." And, and well, we started. I thought we would get to episode 2 and not be able to get anybody. And look at us now on episode 124. Um, and as of this record, as of this episode coming out, we've been doing. Now I have been doing this for 2 years and a few months. So and there was a blooper reel that came out as of this departure of as of this episode coming out. I mean, but yeah, that's the spectacular story of how this started. Um, is there any other questions you have for me as an individual about the show in general?
Not in particular, but just saying that is a great thing you're doing for the community. That it's really such an honorable thing to do to let the smaller just people and it's just really a very considerate thing for you to do.
Yeah, we try. It's hard sometimes, but we try. We try and get as many people out there as we can. And then we also try to get like actors and stuff, so then they can boost us. That means in comparison, everybody else will follow suit. Um, so that's why we're trying to get like random. We got random encounters on the show. Even though that's not our best viewed video, but you know, not that's a whole rant that I'm not going to go into on video. Um, but um, yeah, yeah, I'm happy to be doing this. This is fun, and that's why we're also hopefully by the time this episode comes out, um, well, some of our demon reviewers, which I guess that's what I'm going to be calling them for right now until I come up with a better name. Um, they review different cosplays and stuff, and it's not just me doing it, so it gives them another platform to get noticed and seen on. So, and let anybody who was a past guest do it, because I'm like, I don't have many things. I have like 3 things, and they're already all posted. um, but yeah, so that's definitely that's also that's another way. And then I'm also the stuff I'm planning, because at this moment we've not recorded anything for Demon Media. Hopefully by the time this comes out, Demon Media is the whole thing. Like doing stuff like that. That's another way for people to see others, and yeah. So hopefully all that does well. So far, the character interviews, which come out when I can, and the demon reviews are doing well. So hopefully that just all pushes people up and stuff. So, uh, but yeah. So if there isn't any more questions for the show or me as an individual, let's just continue on with the final 3 questions. I promise I won't say that every single time. The first one is timeline-wise of how episodes comes out. This will be your second time coming, but would you ever like to come back to the show for technically as of this moment your first time, but later technically it's your second? Would you like to come again in general?
Yeah, of course. I love this. It's incredible to interact with this channel, and I really hope that it does grow to be what do you say, like a TV show type.
Oh
I
God,
really
that
do hope that.
even interviews as a TV show, that would be there was just Jimmy Fallon. Like we don't need to take Jimmy Fallon's job. But yeah. That is awesome to hear, because you're already scheduled to do another thing later. Um, so yeah. The next question is, who would you like to see on the show in the future?
Ooh. Oh, okay.
And Velvet Queens is already
Yeah, I know.
pointed
I'm like,
that
she's
it's
on the
going to be
list.
coming up. I'm just making sure. Just make sure it's like, haha, I'm gonna do this one. Nope. No.
So I'd probably say either I know there's a couple of my friends on Instagram, um, but I think a really good cosplayer to do would be Peachy Bunny. Um, she's on TikTok, but mostly, but she does have an Instagram as well. But she's also really nice, very welcoming. Invited me to this group chat of Among Us, and it's just really nice to be a part of someone I've looked up to for a long time. But
That is awesome. So I will definitely try and get in contact with them and come on
no
to.
pressure.
Uh, no, we one person suggested the Try Guys. I think I can I think I can hopefully.
Jacksepticeye.
We are in the process of trying to get Markiplier on the show. There's nothing confirmed, but
Hey!
one of our co-hosts says they have a contact to Markiplier. I don't know if they just don't want to stop being a co-host, but
Guys,
and
I
they just,
got a Markiplier. Don't worry.
yeah, they've been saying that since I first said they could be a co-host. They've been saying that, and it still hasn't happened yet. We made no progress in it, but it's fine. Markiplier's been busy. He just had
Yeah, busy guy.
um. So to continue on, the final question for today is, do you have any questions for a future guest? And as you saw, they can be silly or they can be, how do you get your hair to stay like that? Or wig, I mean, sorry. How do you get your wig to be like, whoop?
um, if this isn't like already a question, why did you start cosplaying? Because there's so many different reasons people start cosplaying. So just to get that diversity, but also not a question, but just for the future guest, you look amazing.
Awesome. I'll write that down. Make sure that's on. Make sure I'm gonna make merchandise of it. You're amazing. No. But yeah, so okay, I'm not gonna hit the wrong button this time. Last time I hit the wrong button. Okay, so thank you all for watching. I highly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on the show. I do highly appreciate it, even through all of our weird technical difficulties. Um, So I want to say thank you. Thank you, everybody at home or at work or on the toilet. Who knows? Um, thank you all for watching, and at least I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.